This is the height of the equilateral triangle inside every circle and acts like a scale to the circle and also mirrors the diameter of the circle. This is the 60-degree portion of the circle. It is exactly halfway from the center to the edge of the circle, and it covers 1/3 of the circumference. But most importantly, it is what links the equilateral triangle. This is where it gets real awesome. In the true 3.6-inch circumference circle, the height of the equilateral triangle mirrors the diameter, and when you multiply them together, you'll get the leg of the equilateral triangle, which is the 60-degree portion of the circle, the measurement squared. And in this case, it equals 1. Not only is the height of the equilateral triangle's square 0.75 and the diameter squared is 1.3 repeating, when you divide the diameter by the equilateral triangle height, you also get 1.3 repeating, and vice versa. Whenever you take the equilateral triangle height and divide it by the diameter, you get 0.75. So in any given circle, you can take this leg length right here and multiply it by 3.6 to get your circumference. Or you could take this reflection number whenever you multiply the equilateral triangle height by the diameter and multiply that number by 12.96, which is 3.6 squared. You get your circumference squared. Whenever you take the equilateral triangle height and multiply it by 1/3 of the circumference that attaches the 60-degree portion, it will equal the area of the circle. And then whenever you take your reflection number and divide it by 100, it'll tell you where this number is in degrees, so where 1 degree is on the circumference. If this was 60, it would tell you where 60 degrees is. Are you ready to see the completion of the circle? Now the circle has grown from a 3.6-inch circumference to a diameter of 3.6 inches, and whenever you multiply the diameter by the equilateral triangle height, it equals the true value of pi squared. And now the true value of pi is the 60-degree portion of the circle. So this is how the circle grows. Whenever a section of the circle becomes the same measurement as pi, whatever the circumference was whenever the circle was 1 inch in that section now becomes the diameter. And whenever a section of the circle becomes 3.6 inches, whatever the circumference was whenever it was 1 is now the equilateral triangle length.